Hi, my name is Sharon Bruce and I'm a sports chiropractor in Long Beach. Today I'm going to teach you, with Gio's help, the foundation training exercises that will help you strengthen your posterior chain. Your posterior chain muscles run from your heels, back of the heels, up to the back of the head. They're the strongest muscles in your body, and if you have low back pain or if you have weakness in your muscles in your back, this is the best exercises for you to do. So we're going to start out with Gio standing on the mat, her feet shoulder width apart. Great. And we're going to work on just basically shifting our weight to our back heels. So she's going to shift her weight back to the back heels. Fantastic. And you notice what happens. She doesn't bend her knees forward. If you bend your knees forward and you can't see your toes, then we know you're not doing this correctly. So bring your butt back, gently bend your knees, and you'll see she gets this nice arch in her low back here. This is where we want all the tension in your back to be. These are the muscles that you're working. I'm going to have her open up her hands and bring them behind her so that she almost looks like she's flying. Great. And then hold that position for 10 seconds. Then I'm going to have her bring her hands up in front of her so that she's reaching for the window in front. So go ahead and bring your hands to the front. All the way up. Fantastic. And you can see the hip hinge. We want the hinge to be here. We don't want the back to round. We want to keep your back completely opened up to the front, lengthening your rib cage from your pubic bone. So you're trying to really stretch the front of your abs. From there, I'm going to have Gio go ahead and drop to the floor. Drop all the way down till your hands touch. I'm going to have her pull her butt back away from her hands so you're feeling a really good hamstring stretch here. Then I'm going to have her walk her hands to her shins and go ahead and slowly come up, get the back extension again, open up your hands again. So we'll go through it again. 10 seconds here. Again, remember you should feel the tension here in your back and in your hamstrings here. Go ahead and reach through the window to the front. Great, perfect. Hold that for 10 seconds, drop to the ground, drop back to the ground then. Good. And the whole time you're reaching back with your butt, weight is on your heels. And then come up to your shins, good. Extend, great. And then come all the way up. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to have Gio go ahead and go into a lunge. She's going to step forward with her right foot. And go a little bit farther for me. There you go. So you're going to be in a lunge position. And your knee's going to be slightly bent on that front side, but not enough. You don't want to have your knee, bend your knee all the way forward. You don't want to have your knee out here. If there's tension on your quads, then you're not in a balanced position. So go ahead and come back. Great. So from there, I'm going to have her bring her arms up. I'm going to have her go ahead and stretch away from this open side of the hip so that you're lengthening the rib cage from the bone here, from the femur bone. So with that, you want to stretch the hip flexors and just open up the side as much as you possibly can. Come back up to the top. Good. I'm going to have her slightly lean forward so that again you're getting this stretch here. Go ahead and bend at the hip. Hip hinge, sorry. Hip hinge forward. So you're going to lean forward at the hip. Gotcha. There you go. Great. So leaning forward at the hip, you can see that she has this nice curve here. And all the low back muscles are engaged at this point. I'm going to have you go ahead and push up on that back foot toe. So you're going to lift up here and then back down. So you're going to get a stretch in the calf. And do it again. And then down. Good. Okay, drop your arms. Come back to a standing and let's switch sides. So you're going to bring the other leg forward. Good. Again, you're going to be in a nice lunge, knees slightly bent. You're going to hands up over your head, so go ahead and lift. You're going to lean away from that hip that's opened up. So you're trying again to lengthen the rib cage on the side. Pull it away from the hip. Great. Go back to the middle. Go ahead and hip hinge for me. So you're going to hip hinge to the front. Notice her back is nice and extended. That's what we want. Go ahead and lift up on the back toe. So point your toe. Good. And then down. Perfect. And again. Great. Okay. And then we'll come back to a standing position. The last one I'd like you to do is we're going to have you bring your feet wider than shoulder width apart, probably slightly wider than the mat. There you go. You're going to go ahead and extend your, again, shift your weight to your heels so that your butt comes out in the back. You're really extending backwards, bending from the hip. So again, you're hip hinging. Go ahead and hip hinge a little bit more. There you go, good. I'm going to have you bring your hands back. Again, then you're in that flying position. Know that you're getting nice extension in the back. Go ahead and bring your arms up in front. Good. And you're holding, really reaching back with your butt. Perfect. Now go ahead and drop down to the ground. Stretch down. When you touch down, you're going to really pull your butt away from your fingers. And then walk your hands to your shins. And then come up. Hold. Hold in that position there. Good. And then you'll run it through again. So go ahead and extend your arms back. Nope, other way. There you go, good. And then up. And then go ahead and reach down. Good. Pulling away. Walk your hands to your shins. And then come back up. Good. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and stand. So, doing these exercises consistently will help you strengthen your, again, posterior chain, which are your back muscles, your glutes, the back of your legs. And again, if you have low back pain, these are the ideal exercises for you to start with. These are also beneficial to use as a warm-up exercise before you get into your lifting or your cardio, just to turn all these muscles on. And you notice if you do them with perfect precision, you practice these, you'll notice that your chest will open up more and that your posture will improve. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. You're welcome to do that at any time, and also ask Gio anything you need for your form.